Hi there guys, this is Nikhil from GreedyTech. In this video, I'm going to answer all the frequently asked questions about Lenovo Vibe K4 Note. So guys, this is the Lenovo Vibe and this is the trademark design, or this is basically how you identify this phone with this back design and the fingerprint scanner on the back. So guys, I have classified this into various categories, so I'll be covering everything. So just please wait and see the entire video to get your questions answered. So guys, firstly coming to the CPU and GPU details of this device. This device is powered by a MediaTek MT6753 processor clocked at 1.3 GHz, which is actually an octa-core processor, and this is the same processor which is present in the Coolpad Note 3 and several other phones. But unlike Coolpad Note 3, this is clocked at 1.3 GHz, so its performance is less compared to Coolpad Note 3. By the way, Coolpad Note 3's processor is clocked at 1.7 GHz. So anyway, this device has a Mali 720 MP3 GPU, and MP3 doesn't mean an audio file, it means 3 processors or 3 core GPU. So anyway, going on next, does this device come with an LED notification? And the answer is yes, and as you can see, there's this LED notification. As of now, I'm not really sure if this LED is a single color or multicolored LED or not, but as far as I know, it does support multicolors. I'll just leave that information in the description area. So guys, next coming to the build of this device. So the back panel is a polycarbonate or a completely plastic. It doesn't have any nice finishing, it just has a soft finishing. So all the edges are made up of metal, and over here we have the buttons. So this is the power button and these are the volume buttons, and they are really placed in a nice position, and I do feel the buttons are very clickable. So I don't have any problem clicking these buttons. So anyway, on the front we have the front facing 5MP fixed focus camera and some other sensors. By the way, these are two 1.5 watt speakers and they have some Dolby Atmos technology in them, and I must say they sound really amazing. They are definitely the best that I've heard on a phone, at least under this price point. So they are loud and the audio quality is pretty good. So these are your capacitive buttons. You have the recent button, home button and the back button. They are not replaceable and they are not swappable and they are not backlit, and you don't have any additional functionality like double tap or single tap or long press. So at the bottom we have our micro USB charging port, and yes, it's a micro USB, not type C. Having a type C port is not an advantage, at least till 2017. So anyway, this is your hole for the microphone, and there are actually 3 microphones which they call tri-mic system or something. So anyway, over here we have the second one, and the next one should be hiding somewhere. So anyway, that's pretty much it about the build, and I must say this device does have a FM radio, just so you know. So as you can see, this is a MediaTek MT6735 at 1.3 GHz, and you have your 8 cores. So coming to the sensors, you have accelerometer, light sensor, gyroscope, orientation sensor, magnetometer, and I guess that's pretty much it. So the gyroscope works, and many people have been asking if the gyroscope works or not, or if it is present or not, and there you got your answer. Next we even have rotation vector sensor, gravity sensor and linear acceleration sensor. So the next question is, does this device come with an headset? And the answer is no, it doesn't. Next, are both SIMs 4G? Actually, only the first SIM is 4G capable and the second SIM only supports 2G. Let me just show you that. In settings, if we go to mobile network, we can see that on SIM 1, the preferred network type ranges from LTE, that is 4G, all the way to GSM only. But if we go to SIM 2, we have only one option, or the default option set by default, it is GSM, that means 2G. So on the SIM 1 you can enjoy 4G, and on SIM 2 you have only 2G. So let me just show you the back of this device. So guys, this is the back, and this is the non-replaceable battery, and this is the place where you put your SIM 1, and this is for SIM 2. And above the SIM tray you insert your memory card. So it has a really different design. So that's pretty much it, and this is your back panel. This is a pretty well built back panel. It's very thin but it's really strong and flexible, and I guess this matte kind of a thing is for NFC. I am not sure about that, so let's go on. So I have been asked if this ring or this edge is actually metal or not, and I'm pretty sure it is metal. As you have just seen, we can insert both two SIM cards. And about the SIM cards and memory card, once again, we can insert both SIM cards and memory card, all three at the same time. And finally about the speakers, guys, they sound really amazing and they're pretty loud and way better than anything in this price point. Next, guys, coming to the comparison of this phone with other phones. So if you compare this particular phone with OnePlus X wins in terms of performance and build quality, but this device does come with some additional features like NFC, fingerprint scanner, and its own set of themes and other customizations. So if you want to go for OnePlus X, your primary reason should be well built quality, stock Android feel, a good camera, and that's pretty much it. But if you are going for K4 Note, you get way more better than that. And the speakers on the K4 Note are way better than the OnePlus X. Next, if we compare this phone to the Coolpad Note 3, both are running on the same processor, but Coolpad Note 3 is clocked a little bit higher at 1.7 GHz, and the Coolpad Note 3 has only a HD display, so it will definitely perform way better than this device. But on the Coolpad Note 3, you can lock applications using your fingerprint scanner, but on Lenovo you can't do that as of now. But maybe once you get the Marshmallow update, you will have that feature, or else if Lenovo provides APIs for the fingerprint scanner, then other apps may be able to lock applications using a fingerprint scanner. So with that said, this phone is definitely priced 3000 rupees more than the Coolpad Note 3, and for that extra 3000 rupees you're getting dual front facing speakers which are really good and performs way better than the Coolpad Note 3. You will be disappointed slightly by the performance of this device, but this is not really a gamer's phone. This is more developed, or this is targeted towards the normal users who are not into gaming much, who just want to use their phone for some small applications and have all the features like fingerprint scanner, NFC, and a pretty big screen and a full HD resolution. So there you have it. So I would definitely say that if you're comparing Coolpad Note 3 and the K4 Note, I would definitely go for the K4 Note, even though I would be disappointed in the gaming section or the entire performance, because I have all these extra features like fingerprint scanner, NFC, and we have something called as theater mode, and the speakers on this device are also pretty good. So guys, next, if you compare the phone with Samsung J7, you need to decide what you actually want. If you go with Samsung J7, you will be missing out on some pretty important sensors like light sensor, I guess, and you will be stuck with Samsung's processor, but you will have a pretty good camera and an awesome AMOLED display. So if those are the things that you're looking for, then buy the Samsung J7, but I think K4 Note would be pretty good value for money. On K4 Note, you're pretty much getting all the things that you ever need. So it has a nice full HD screen, and the display isn't bad. The viewing angles are really good, though it isn't as good as AMOLED screen. This is a pretty good display, and the touch responsiveness and everything else is awesome. And as I've said before, the speakers do a pretty good job than the J7. And on the whole, this would be my pick when you compare this even with the Samsung J7. So guys, next, if you compare this phone with Asus Zenfone 2 or Zenfone Laser or Zenfone Max, then once again I would say I would go with this particular device. So if you are a heavy user, or if you are very much into a camera, then go for the Zenfone, or if you want performance, go for the Zenfone. But if you want to get all these features, fingerprint scanner once again, the Dolby Atmos speakers, or at least the dual front facing speakers, and you're not big on gaming, you just want to use your phone for media consumption and your normal stuff, use some normal apps, then once again K4 Note wins. So guys, let's go on with the camera questions. So does this device support 4K, or does it record 4K? And the answer is pretty straightforward, it doesn't. So this is the camera module, and there aren't any settings actually. So let's go to settings. So guys, as you can see, the maximum resolution that you can shoot videos on is Full HD, and apart from that you have HD and standard resolution. You don't have slow motion in this. So I hope I answered all your questions regarding the camera. And about the flash, this is a dual tone LED flash. I hope you can see it clearly. So guys, coming to the part of charging, this device does get charged, I guess, in less than 2 hours from around 30 to 100%, and that's pretty much it what you get in terms of charging. And guys, coming to the software features, this device does support OTG out of the box, and you can use this device with the normal Google Cardboard, and you can't use the fingerprint to lock applications as of now, or at least as far as I know. Lenovo hasn't provided you with any app to do that. So guys, we don't have any option to lock applications using the fingerprint scanner, and if Lenovo releases the APIs just like the Samsung does, then third-party applications will be able to use the fingerprint lock to lock your applications. Next, coming to the future update, that is Android Marshmallow, this device will definitely get the Android M update, so it's just a matter of time. Next, coming to the option of call recording. So if we go to call settings, we have auto record feature, so you can record all your incoming and outgoing calls automatically in the background without the use of any third-party application. We can even set up the fingerprint scanner to record calls whenever you place your finger on the fingerprint scanner when you're on a call, and also you can use the fingerprint scanner to take pictures and answer calls. So coming to the question of does it play MTS and M2TS file formats, yes, it will definitely play them. Make sure you use MX Player. Coming to video calling, I didn't find any option to directly do a video call from the stock dialer. So someone asked me if we can control this phone. So the answer is yes, you can do two things. You can use a Bluetooth mouse or a joystick, or else you can simply connect the phone using an OTG cable to some normal mouse or a dongle mouse, and then control your phone using that. So guys, coming to the next question, can we move the apps to the SD card? And the answer is yes and no. We can't move all the apps directly to the SD card. Some part of it will stay in the internal storage, so I would say on the whole it's a no. You can move some apps and you can't move some other apps. So if you have root access, you can use an app called as folder mount to move the complete app to the SD card. So do let me know if you want to know more about that. Next, how about the VR experience? I must say it was really great, and what I'm talking about is actually the theater mode. So let me just show you that. So if we go to settings and feature, and at the bottom we have VR mode switch, just enable that, and in the power menu now you will get the VR mode option. Once you enable that, your entire screen will be split into two parts, one for your left eye and the second for your right eye. The only problem or disadvantage with this particular thing is you can see pixels. So normally when you put your phone at least 1 or 2 feet distance from your face or from your eyes, you don't see any pixels even if the display is a HD resolution. But when you put the phone maybe 5 centimeters or 10 centimeters from your eyes, even if you're seeing the half of a full HD display, you will definitely see pixels. The VR experience on this device will be very similar to any Google Cardboard application, but the only thing where it stands out is its theater mode, where you can convert any movie or the entire phone to the VR mode. So that's something pretty cool, but as I've said, you can see the pixels, that is one downside, and the only good thing about it is you get a nice theater experience where you only see the screen and the rest of the world simply blacks out. No matter what I do, I can't show you that, so you have to experience it on your own. I have bought the Ant VR bundle with this phone and I got it for just 500 rupees. So if you have that option, definitely go for that. So guys, coming to the internal storage and the free space on your device. So out of the box, when I first turned it on, I got about 1.8 GB of free RAM and 8.4 GB of internal storage, maybe 8.5 GB of internal storage. So I have just installed a few apps and currently I have about 8.42 GB. So guys, coming to the gaming review or the gaming performance, please don't expect too much, and you don't need to expect too little either. You can play some smaller titles and you can play even Asphalt 8 at lower resolution or lower quality. So guys, finally, is this a good phone for normal usage? And I must definitely say a big yes. So this phone is not targeted to any specific group, like people who play a lot of games or who are interested to take a lot of pictures, but this device is more targeted to your regular people, or what I would like to call the mango people or Aam Janta. So anyway, you have all the basic features and it performs really well, and it does all the basic stuff without any lag. The entire performance or entire experience of the OS so far is pretty smooth. So if you are one of those people who just use about 30 apps or maybe at max 50 apps, you won't have any problem with this device as long as you don't play any high-end games. So if you want to play high-end games, then this device might not be the best pick for you. And that brings us to our final questions. So can we buy this at our local stores? And the answer is no. This is an Amazon exclusive product and you can buy this only at amazon.in, and that too only in India. So I'll leave a link for that in the description area. You can buy using that link and support my channel. And if you have any more doubts, do let me know by commenting below this video. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel to see more videos just like this.